Everyone, Penelope Stone here. Today we're going to be doing some painting. Specifically, we're going to be painting Chi from Chi's Sweet Home, which I actually have a mug for. Let me show you that real quick. Yep, so I have a pretty good, easy subject matter to look at to be able to get this painting somewhat correctly. I have a paint layer already on here for the background. I figured it was better to let that dry first, even though it will take some time. Not a lot. This only took like 2 minutes to paint over. Even considering the mixing and all. Okay, maybe more like 3 or 4 minutes, but still not a long time. I'm a little worried the painting will be a little too quickly done, but I'll do my best to try to, take my time, get it as well as I can. It's a very simple painting, though. The only thing is I may need to mix some... Let me try doing that now, actually. Let's start by mixing some paint while I'm waiting for some people to arrive. Gray, which we definitely need by itself, but we also need a darker gray. So let me put a little black in this, if it lets me, please. I must have paint clogging it. Yeah. Kind of problematic right now. There we go, it just had to be shook. There we go, let's see if this mixes. I sure hope it does, otherwise this is going to be awkward. Looking for a nice dark gray. Alright. Might be even a little too dark, but I think this works. I can definitely use that. But the first thing we're going to do is actually going to be white. And for that one, let's start here. I'm still a little unsure of what size and aspect ratio I'm going to do yet. Yeah, let me plot this out a little better. Let's go to the ears here. Okay, I'll put the white more towards the bottom then. And I'm probably going to make Chi a little bit smaller than I originally planned. In fact, will this make it better if I do it like that instead? Oh, hello everyone! I'm painting Chi from Chi's Sweet Home. I'm going to get started now. Oh, this is not coming out right. You know what? That's fine. I'll just take off the cap and do it in a much simpler way. But first, let's get a bigger paintbrush for this. This should work. Alright. You know what? This would be Chi's lower body right here. Not including... I'll put some detailing in for her paws and like the outlinings later on after some layers dry. But that would be like her main body area. I'm gonna put some dark gray to make it bigger. Now for her head. I'm gonna try to make it as rounded as I can. Probably won't be perfect, but we can just pretend she's in a different position or aspect ratio. We have to pretend a little bit, okay, gang? But yeah, feel free to chat and everything. It should be a pretty chill painting, I think. Hopefully it won't be cursed, like the others. I did have a pretty cursed painting recently, specifically that Pikachu painting. Oh god, maybe I'll show off that one later, just to see, because it looks even creepier after it dried. Alright, I'm liking the shape so far. Cautiously optimistic. Let's just keep at it, though, and don't overdo it, you know? And a little more proof. I just wanted to spread the paint around a little. Let's try getting a little bit of actual texture in it. Yeah. The white paint isn't sticking on as well as I wanted it to, but unless I want to cake it, I'm gonna have to settle. Just really kick it on there, you know. Why am I talking such a gruff voice? I should stop that. Okay, let's see. It sounds like my neighbor's getting home from work, so I'll have to be quiet. That's good for now. Definitely gonna have to do more detailing later. Maybe add another layer of white just to make it look a little fuller. But for now, what shall we do? Oh, we have to make her big old eyes. For that, we need some black paint. I'm not good at drawing, so I'm not going to grab a black marker. I will be redoing the layering if I need to, though. That's one thing I messed up with the stained glass painting. I didn't put another layer of black over after I colored it. Really should have did the colors first and then the laying, but Alright, I'm going to try to only use the tip of the brush. Already messed up and used too much. But it's okay. Not perfect. But it will do for now. Obviously, I have to put white for her eye. Oh, guys, this is looking creepy. I hope it comes together by the end, because right now, oh boy. That's the pink ethereal eye. Let's get the other side. Hopefully I can paint the white in there well enough. I should have did white layering first. I didn't think about that. Their eyes are literally just white. A little bit of a mental error on my part. But not a big deal. We'll try to paint within the lines and then wait until the light paint dries. But this was an error on my part. And we had to wait for it to dry before we can do anything about it. Otherwise, I'll be painting black and white painting together, and that will make Cheese Eyes look gray at best. And we only need her fur to be gray. Speaking of which, we need a lot of regular gray paint, actually. What's this doing here? Purple, I love you, but we don't need you yet. Maybe I'll add some purple to the background or something. Nah. Purple's not needed today. We love you, purple, but not today. This is like black, white, and gray other than the pink background. But there's still a lot of detailing we have to do, so let me think here. Actually, where's the black paintbrush at? A little detailing I can do here. Just to show where her arms are, her paws, whatever. You know what I mean. Or I guess they are her arms, yeah. And in fact, we're not painting her paws, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm just not that good. I'm gonna try to paint her tail though over here by the end. This might be slightly cursed-y, but we love cursed paintings here on the Penelope Stone channel. Yeah, sorry there's no background music or anything. I have a very janky setup right now due to life circumstances, but I'm hoping to have a better setup in the near future. I'm going to try to get a Wi-Fi box and even a new cheap computer. I'm just going to buy an old one that's at Walmart for like a couple hundred or something. I don't need anything too fancy, just something I can play basic video games and stream on. Let's test that over here first. Just a little bit right here. Perhaps I can do kind of a treasure cat looking vibe just by poking at it instead. I'm going to put some more lining and detailing here later. for her stripes, but right now we need the gray layer to dry. In fact, I should have mixed the dark gray paint a little later, but oh well, hindsight's always 2020. Let's see. I guess I can continue the gray layer up at her head and her ears. Yeah, her ears are going to be a little interesting to do. I have to put very small detailing of dark gray onto them. But for now, let's get her gray paint going and the shape of her ears to my best ability. It'll probably be a little janky. I'm okay with thinning out the eyes a little bit because I put too much black paint on them anyway. Oh, I messed up her face already. I can paint over it. I'm not gonna panic about it. I can just paint over it once it dries with white paint. Because this is supposed to be a triangle right here. In fact, let me put that there just as a mental note to paint over it. Should be more like that. But yeah, we can fix that. That's not a big deal. I got myself way too flustered when I was messing up in that Pikachu painting. I was almost crying at one point. It was not going well. I'm going to switch hands just so it's easier for me to angle it. Alright. Looks more like alien cat ears. There we go, that's better. Let's make it wider over here too. There we go, that's better. Make her head a little more rounded on the top. Good, good. We're painting her whiskers and mouth and everything eventually down here once it dries a little better. This is a multi-layered painting, even though it's only using 3 colors, ultimately. Not counting the background. Oh shit, I got some howdies and stuff. I'm sorry. I'm terribly echoey. Oh, art looking at so far. Oh, I am echoey. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's probably because of my setup. I essentially have my fucking phone in a, party cup. Because that's the closest thing to a tripod I have. I need to buy one on Amazon or something. I just keep forgetting to do so. But thank you, Tenko Berry, for being here. Sorry for being silent there for a second. I was just a little self-conscious about the echoing, honestly. But it is what it is. I'll try to do my best to circumvent that situation in the future by getting a tripod. We're painting at the bottom of a well. Let's just pretend that. Alright. Let the gray dry a little bit. Nope, you gotta fix this up here. Yeah, those are some power lines I gotta make here soon. But for now, let's switch back to white paint, actually. I'm gonna add another layer of it anyway, and just even it out. Yeah, she has white and gray fur. She's calico, so I have to draw in a bunch of lines with the dark gray paint. Hmm. Yep. How are you doing tonight, Tenko Mary? Thank you for showing up, and thank you for always supporting me on Blue Sky. I really appreciate it. So I just do this for the lining there. Alright, just a little more white paint down here, I think. And I'm going to try to color in the eyes next. Once again, guys, error. Completely unforced error on my part. But we're going to do our best. She's going to have slightly bloodshot eyes. She was up all night. That's my head canon here. Okay, it's come. Oh, there we go. That looks alright. I shall check messages after I'm done this part. I'm gonna have to color in. I'm gonna have to fix that. Maybe I can even do this just to. Nope, I'm gonna have to fix that later. Not a big deal. I can just put more black paint. Black paint will definitely shine over that. Right now, oh no, she's sick. One of her eyes are messed up. Help. We can fix that. I'm not worried about that too much. Let's see. You know what we could do next? Since I already have that there by accident. Let's make her tail. Because why not? Eyes of judgment, I agree. You enjoy helping friends and no problem. No, you should go fun to get over a hand camera and stand when doing art. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I can probably afford it myself on this, but I just haven't got around to it yet. There's a lot of things I gotta do lately, but that's definitely something I'm gonna get around to doing. But if you want me to start, I could. I was thinking about starting a Throne account or whatever it's called, or one of those websites where you can say, "Hey, I want this gift. Can you get it for me?" One of those websites. I know there's multiple. Let's see. Let's get her nice little gray tail going. Get it thin enough so this looks a little more natural. Cool. Alright, I probably made it a little bit too thick on at the base of the tail. But we're just gonna have to be okay with that. I'm gonna make the whole thing a little thicker. It won't look as weird. How about that? There we go. That's a little better. There we go. Yeah, definitely gotta fix that fucking eye of judgment. Looks like it's an arrow actually pointing upwards. Maybe put it closer so you can see the arrow. Alright. This next one I'm a little worried about because it's gonna take a steady hand. Let me look at the reference. Alright. Not perfect, but generally what it looks like. Okay. It sounds like a little bit there for the ears, and then she has some coming down that way. A little bit for her ears, and then down that. Let me get a little more. And down that gray. I'm glad the gray paint is working and shining over it. And for here, there should be different coloring for the ears here, I'll admit. In fact, let me put a little dark gray right there, just to represent the more broad part of the ear. There we go. Now we gotta put. How am I gonna do this? I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, it's too wide. Oh, I got it. Oh, I actually like that. I like that effect. It's actually perfect for what I'm trying to go for here. There's like little lines in her ears, at least in the manga painting. Oh yeah, that works. I just gotta get more on this side. Okay, let me just get a bunch and then do it on this side. There we go. Huh, that works fine. Yeah, it even kind of has like a little fur texture to it. I like that. That is an arrow for sure. Does the arrow eye stay? No, it does not stay, unfortunately. In fact, let me try to fix up her eye now. Corrective cat eye surgery. I once had a cat whose eye was infected, but thankfully it got better. I was worried he was going to lose his eye. Yeah. His name was Marble, but we all called him Knucklehead. It was really mean in retrospect, but it was meant lovingly. We usually like turn into like Nucka or can just all kinds of weird fucking. You know, a cat has 28.5 million different nicknames by the end. Let's see. Oh, we have another big step we gotta do here. But first, I'm going to. Actually, let's do this. Yeah, let's make her streaks on her tail. There we go. And put that there just as sort of a separator between her body and her tail. Now we have to draw in her mouth, her nose, and her whiskers. Also, actually a little more dark gray paint can go a long way here. Should have made her a little, I messed up a little bit, but it's okay. I have to paint over that with some more white, but yeah, let me just paint over that real quick. Little gray isn't going to kill anything anyway. She is a white gray cat after all. There we go, that's fine. Alright, I need to find the right paintbrush for this next part. This one's too brushy. I need something that's a little more pointed. Oh, here we go. This is for like modeling. This should work fine. I still gotta be very delicate and just try to use the tip. First, let's get her nose. Her quote kitty nose. And then it's not gonna be perfect, just accept it. There we go. That's a happy kitty face now. Look at the happy kitty. It go meow. Meow meow meow. Alright. Let's see if we can do some final detailing and everything. Try to bring it together. Definitely need a little bit of gray paint. I just found a plain ass paintbrush for that. Yeah, let's see. Right here I need some gray. Alright. No, it's not perfect. I could definitely touch it up. Okay, you know what? Let me make her face. I need to add whiskers still. Maybe make her face a little more rounded at that part, but let me try adding the whiskers first. Alright. Okay, good enough without completely fucking it up. We did it. Okay, the whiskers kind of bring it together and make her face look a little more rounded as well. Well, it's a little warped, I'll admit. It looks like I put a Chi plastic figurine into the dishwasher, and it became a little warped. But I think for what it is, and for my first attempt at painting Chi, it's cute. And that was the main goal. I definitely fucked up the tail. I wish I made it a little more curved as well. It would probably look better then, but it's too late now. Could have definitely made the face more rounded on this side. In fact, let's see if I can fix that a little bit. Because I'm not satisfied with that. I'm using too many paintbrushes because I need to find a system to keep track of them. Hmm. Yep. And then put a delicate amount of white paint. I wish I didn't do. Yeah, it's gonna be a little harder to do. I did like paint around the whiskers now. Okay, I messed it up already. I just got to paint some of the over the whiskers again. It didn't really do the effect I wanted it to anyway. Try blending it a little better at least. I'm not gonna mess with it any more than that, other than fixing the whiskers. But after that, I think we're Gucci. I'm just gonna screw it up more if I do too much. Beat the devil out of my brush. Be gone, Satan! I did not want that big fucking globe of paint. I'm not gonna threat over it though. Just to have one thick ass whisker. And a little more on the side too. Yeah, fill in the middle where it's a little messed up. Okay, nope, nope. I'm making them too thick now. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop for now. I could touch it up more. I could probably fill in the coloring a little more. But I think it is good for now. Let me show off this thing. Oh god. It's definitely warped. It has way too big of a head. It looks even worse on stream. Jesus Christ. It looks a little better in person, but I'm seeing how warped the head is now, and I'm laughing at it. Oh well, I tried. It gets an I tried star. At least it looks mostly cute. She just went through the dishwasher. She's fine. She's fine. She's happy. She's smiling. She's looking right into your soul. Everything's okay. Eh, and cute. Oh, thank you. The strong is very good and cute. Thank you, Kimmy. Cat PTSD. Why are you having cat PTSD? Oh no. Oh, thank you, thank you. Yep, this. Maybe I can show off some of my other paintings since there's still a little bit of an audience. Oh, let me show you the cursed Pikachu as bonus content. Let's see. Here it is. Here's my failed attempt at painting Pikachu. I got tilted and I decided I'm making a curse on purpose. And here it is. Gorachu. Pika. Pika. It's also kind of dying at the same. In fact, it's probably its blood, not anyone else's. This is Curse the Jew. Say hi to Curse the Jew. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to show one more real quick. Only because I did a stream for this one last time, but the VOD didn't upload properly, and so the stream is lost, so I might as well show off the painting on. It dried really nice, I think. Like, really nice. I'm pretty proud of it. Let's see. It's like a monster eye being destroyed by fire, and there's just a bunch of tendrils with the monster of multiple colors. I love how the amethyst pops out, especially on this side. Yeah, I really wish the VOD was saved, but it was not, unfortunately. But let's get a closer look at the Chi painting before we end off for the night. Flip. Come on, camera flip. I believe in you. There we go. Chi. Her pretty eyes, her nose, her uwu mouth, the whiskers. The tail's a little janky, but it's there. Her arms and then her back legs are right there. So I did more Chi than I was expecting it. Originally I was thinking I was only doing her head. I was like, okay, I could do her torso too, and then everything but her paws I pretty much painted because anatomy is hard. Audio's on point now. Yeah, I know it is because I don't have it in a fucking cup anymore. I need to find like a Bluetooth microphone or something at some point, or like at least like a little Bluetooth talkie thing. I'll figure it out. Anatomy is hard yet. Thank you, Tenko. Oh, your new subscriber. Thank you. Kim, how do I pronounce your name? I apologize, but I definitely thank you. I should invite you for art class. Oh yeah, we could do that. I'm only a traditional artist, but maybe I can do a traditional art of something, and you can do a digital. Or are you also a traditional artist, or are you both? I don't know. We'll talk about it later, okay? But until next time, everyone, you're out of this world, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And trans rights. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Yeah. Chi. By the way, the Chi anime is really fucking cute, and you should check it out. They're all like little micro episodes. Trans rights. Yes. Thank you, Tenko. Yeah.